bank holiday weekend, so we're throwing healthy eating out the window as always.
Shane Smith is with us today, and we're starting off with that traditional breakfast dessert, rhubarb and white chocolate crumbled slices. Good morning,
Hi,
Shane.
Shane.
Good morning. Good to see you all.
We've just been
Rhubarb
lusting
and
after
white.
that cake you brought in for Anna. Oh my goodness.
It's just...
Unbelievable.
2 or 3 slices and you
You're
And
done.
have you
Yeah.
seen how much of that Anna's after eating?
There's no left.
Unbelievable.
Took the whole lot. One bite for us.
Look, she can't eat. Look,
Can we get her there? Of course.
please show her. Look. Love it.
She thought she was in the clear.
No chance.
I've got a couple of minutes to myself now to have a little sneaky bit of cake. Oh, no. Welcome back, Anna.
Sorry for shaming you on your first day back, Anna.
was
Shane,
worth
you do
it.
have 2 gorgeous desserts for us, and we're going to start with the rhubarb.
Yes, we're going to start with this one's a very easy
Rhubarb.
Yes, some people either love it or hate it. But the best thing about this dessert is it's really seasonal. So if you're not into rhubarb, you can use berries, you can change it up, you can put apples, so you can kind of adapt it yourself, whatever you want. So basically what we're going to do is a vanilla sponge. And we're putting some rhubarb on top, a little bit of crumble, and baking it in the oven. So then you can serve it as little bites. You can
Very
have
good.
it. You can just eat it out of the tray.
Are you cooking the
whatever.
sponge first, or are you going to...
No, it's all going
Right,
in together.
it's all
Just going to
one
leave this
thing.
as easy as possible as well.
So what do you want us to do and what's in here?
What we have first here is our butter and sugar. So
Okay.
we'll just start this mixing off. So room temperature butter, again, it just saves a lot of time, excuse me, to start mixing it up here. So that'll blend really nice. When that's mixing up, we're just going to line our tins. We have a 20 centimetre by 20 here. Again, you can change the recipe accordingly if you want to make a bigger one.
I suppose the main complaint people would have about rhubarb is that it's too bitter. That
Yeah.
it doesn't taste like a dessert. But with a bit of sugar, the right
Exactly, and
ingredients.
with the topping of this again, there's a little bit of sour cream going in as well to leave the sponge nice, moist. A word that probably should never be used on television, but
Not really,
nice
not
and
in the
moist.
morning.
love a
Sorry
moist
about that.
sponge.
Yeah.
Or a soggy bottom.
Well,
So we've lined this with parchment paper, very simply.
Yeah.
We're going to add in our eggs.
Okay.
So we have 2 eggs here and a little bit of vanilla essence in there as well. So as you're saying, the rhubarb can be quite sharp. So again, by adding in some sugar in the crumble, a little bit of white chocolate as well in the topping, that sweetens it all up. So
I think I just had bad experience with rhubarb. We used to grow rhubarb at home.
Did you?
In the back garden, yeah.
So do you have it all the time then? For
Yeah, and I think I
dessert?
just...
For breakfast,
yeah,
or
and
what
I
was
have,
it?
as you know, I have the sweetest tooth in Ireland. So rhubarb just... No.
not your thing.
Well, I'll give this a go,
Yeah,
Shane.
you know,
in the
You're so
interest of-
kind.
Yeah, well, it's the least I can do.
The last
a row.
time I was here, I made a fruit dessert and I was told never to do that again. I was told chocolate only, so I said I'd go half and half.
You're
go,
such a diva.
Oh, listen, you know what I mean?
I saw a photo of you on Saturday last weekend because I was down in Dungarvan doing the food and you were eating apples.
I had an apple last Saturday.
You're disgusted.
I mean, how that wasn't in the news, beyond me.
The toffee apple, no?
Yeah, no.
Just a regular
Just
one.
an apple.
That's no good.
So this is shaping up quite nicely.
Yes,
now.
exactly. So we're adding in here some plain flour. We have a little bit of baking powder and bread soda just to give that little bit of a lift as
Okay.
well. You can just throw this
So
in here.
this is a fairly standard sponge.
Yeah, it's a
recipe.
really easy one, exactly.
Okay.
It's ideal again if you're this time of year again. Hopefully, don't want to mention the S word, but summer it's coming and
Well, apparently, yeah.
Apparently, so barbecues and picnics, and this again is just like a one tray wonder. Throw it in, cut it up. Really nice, really simple.
Very
So
good.
what we're doing here then is just blending in our flour, and then we're adding in the sour cream. This gives a nice little touch as well, again, just to kind of leave it a little bit soft.
Would this be a good dessert to make the day before?
Yeah,
Keep it in the
absolutely.
fridge?
Yeah, you can serve it warm if you're going to be serving it with a bit of custard or ice cream. But if you're having it the following day for little bars or bites, really nice to make the day before, chill it down, and you can cut it down. It cuts really nice as well. So very simply then, what we're going to do is we're just going to throw this down here. We're not even lining it with a base of pastry or anything. So it's really simple. The sponge mix goes into the tin here.
Now, it's quite a moist mix, and you have the rhubarb as well,
Yes.
which obviously is liquid.
Yes,
So-
it's quite soft as well. So again, it'll just retain that nice bit of texture, as you say, nice and moist as well. Because there's nothing worse than getting a dry, kind of crumbly sponge
No.
or an apple. We're having lots today. So we're going to scrape off this
At
here.
least it's a step up from eating an
step
apple
up, yeah.
last week. I'll give it a go.
I was wondering you were a bit shocked this morning, all right.
Yeah, I didn't feel better about it last week, I have to be honest with you.
So-
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It made me miserable last week.
Sponge in, the rhubarb straight on top.
Okay.
Lovely.
So again,
Lovely, says
Yeah.
the
And you
line
don't add any
15.
sugar to that?
there's a tiny little bit of sugar in the rhubarb just to kind of take that sharpness. Again, it depends on the type of rhubarb you're getting and stuff, but what I would suggest is cook it down, taste it, and if it's really sharp, adjust it then
How long do you
yourself.
cook it down for? Is it hours and hours and hours?
No, like I'd say with a little bit of water and a tiny touch of sugar in a pot for, I'd say, 8-10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it
That's
depends if you
all,
want to
okay.
keep pieces or if you kind of want more of a jammy.
Hours and hours. There'd be no rhubarb left.
That's why I don't like rhubarb.
In here, then we have the white chocolate, which will give it a nice little crunch. It'll soften down when it's baking, but then obviously as it chills,
you have
and
me. Yeah.
we're getting you back. I
Yeah.
can see that glint in the eye is coming
Yeah.
back again.
Morning, Shane.
Morning. Thanks for coming in today.
What's this?
In
Mark,
here,
you're putting on now?
we have a crumble mix, which basically is
Birdseed.
just birdseed, yeah. Part of your 5 a day.
5 a day.
5 a day.
I had an apple last week.
That's
I
you
told
done.
you.
One a month.
See you next year.
till
See you
July.
next year. So a bit of oats, porridge oats, a bit of sugar, butter, into the oven, 165 for about 45 minutes. And then as a little puff up. It'll rise a little bit, but not too much because obviously you have the rhubarb and everything in there. And then what you're left with is
There
this
she
one
blows.
Oh,
here. So again, this comes out, as you can see here now, we're going to cut...
It's not that wet.
no, it would be soft now when you're cutting into it. It would be, and you'll have a little taste now as well. So as you can
I'd
see
worry it
here...
would sort of be, you know, a bit sort of
So you
soggy.
can see here then we have the nice little layer of the rhubarb on top
Yeah.
and
Nice
the
and
white
crispy.
chocolate.
Smells lovely.
So you're getting the lovely sponge, but then you're getting that little kick of the rhubarb as well, the sharpness, and then nice crunchy white
And
chocolate.
you would advise serving it with custard or heating it up? in ice
Ideally,
cream?
out of the oven like this, you could just scoop it in a bowl with a little bit of ice cream, or if you're going picnicky or if you're having treats or something the next day, just like this. I baked this yesterday, and it holds perfectly when you cut it up.
Okay.
So now,
I think that's a lovely, sweet little dessert. Great
Are we
for
going
yeah,
to-
thank you.
excuse the fingers,
Right,
are clean.
okay.
Sorry, man, I know.
I mean, it's
this will put it-
predominantly cake with a bit of rhubarb. They're
Apple
grand.
last week.
This could put them out of business now for a while.
Rhubarb this week. Huh?
So now you
Oh,
can
that's
see there.
lovely.
Yeah?
It's really light.
Yeah, and again, as I said, just a little touch of baking powder and soda in there gives the sponge a little lift, but then you've got... I'm on the fence here, I don't know what's going to happen. Is he going to cry or laugh?
What do you think?
Damn it.
It's absolutely
Lovely.
delicious.
Good.